So let's say that you have a series circuit problem like this one, and you have two resistors in your circuit. Here are 1 and here are 2. You are given the total voltage, 110 volts. You are given the voltage over here across the second resistor, which is 46 volts. And you're given the resistance of this first one, 7.3 ohms. And what you're ultimately looking for is the total current for the circuit. Now I suggest, until you're really comfortable with circuits, that you take a problem like this and you start off by making yourself a chart. And so we're going to have 1, 2, in total. We've got voltage, we've got current, and we've got resistance. So the first thing that you need to do is just fill in what you know. I know my total voltage, 110. I know my V2, 46. So I have 110 volts and 46 of them get used up on the second resistor. And I know that my first resistor has a value of 7.3 ohms. What I'm looking for is my total current right here. Now, the thing to remember about a series circuit is that current is the same everywhere. So whatever 1 is, whatever 2 is the same as the total. It's going to be the same number up and down that entire column. So if I can find current in one spot, then I know it for the total. Now look over here at the voltage again. I have 110 volts. I know that 46 of them are used up on the second resistor. So I can fill in this third box pretty easily. I can figure out how many volts are used on the first resistor. And when I do that, do a little math in my head, so that leaves me 64 volts right here on the first resistor. Well, now I have voltage and I have resistance for number 1. So now I can go back to Ohm's law. Remember Ohm's law, V equals I times R. And we can rearrange that and solve for current. Okay, solve for I, which gives us I is equal to voltage over resistance. So when I take my two numbers there, my voltage is 64 volts here, divided by my resistance of 7.3. Plug that in my calculator, and I get a big long number that rounds to 8.8 amps. And remember, if that's my current here at resistor 1, then that's my current everywhere. So let's just erase this a little bit, give me some space to write in my answer. So if I were going to plug this into Canvas, my answer would be 8.8. If I were writing it on a piece of paper for an answer, remember I would always put my units there as well, 8.8 amps, and that would be my answer. So that's what I mean when I say use a chart. Fill in what you know, and then see what boxes you can complete based on the information that you're given. You're usually going to have to take 2, maybe even 3 steps, but I'll always give you enough to find one more piece. And then you can use that to find one more piece, and then use that to find one more piece, and so on until you have what you need. So good luck.